Carolina sophomore Sonny Santiago has been on a little bit of a roll of late. Winner in 3 straight matches, all started with this upset win over ranked Ed Scott in hostile territory rock in Raleigh.
It was a tiresome match, and then he went to a celebration, a little robot action there. He's been on a roll, and he has Olympic aspirations as well, and winning is winning. No matter what the style is.
Santiago 11-7 this year. That huge win over 5th-ranked Ed Scott. That was the opening weight in that UNC-NC State rivalry. So Santiago delivered. His opponent tonight, Nick Sanko, was in there for the injured Dylan Cedeno. Cedeno injured his knee a couple of weeks ago. It was his first action back from a previous injury, so we wish Dylan a speedy recovery. So in steps the sophomore Sanko from Rochester, New York, and just talking with Steve Garland. 18 years in Charlottesville, and he said he's never had a season like this as far as the number of injuries that his team has sustained. Really serious injuries that have kept athletes off the wrestling mat, where you cannot work, train, and make sure their progress continues.
And as a coach, it's hard to find and see the improvement of your wrestler when they're not out there competing. It's different when you're in the wrestling room with your practice partners, but when you can't see your wrestlers compete against other wrestlers, it's hard to coach. Good shot there by Sanko. Got his head right at the knee. Did you see his head is at the knee, right at the joint? He's going to put his head there, and now it's out to the side. Good job by Santiago to get his hips swiveled aside.
Santiago, the Puerto Rican national champion at 74 kilos, and like his college teammate Lachlan McNeil, he will be making the trip to sunny Acapulco. As you see the speed of Sanko come in, he's in on another low submarine shot.
You see the official looking for neutral danger, but nothing there. Good craftiness here by Santiago. Looks like a little 3 takedown. Looking for near fall. He's got to get his head underneath the chin of Santiago and put his left hand out. That left hand, he wants to push and reach out. He wants to reach out a little more. And Santiago wants to try and get that right hip. You see that right hip that's up? He wants to get that down and do an army crawl to loosen up what's called the Turk. Tough position to be in for Santiago, but it seems like Sanko wants to keep that there. You see it right there. He's got to continue to extend, get underneath the chin. Tough situation. You don't want to let go of that leg. And meanwhile, the right time is just accumulating.
Sanko still has that leg, and now he loses his leg there with the Turk. Santiago able to get into a stand-up, and Santiago turns faces. Now he tries to cut around to the side. Final few moments. Santiago able to get the late escape, and a 3-1 lead for Nick Sanko.
Gets the takedown, and he keeps that leg hook. You see that? He has the bottom leg of Sonny Santiago hook, gets the takedown, and looking towards to getting near fall. Santiago does a good job of fighting it off, but a good amount of riding time was accumulated by Sanko.
Over a minute's worth of riding time. Santiago, you can bet, does not want that to happen. He times the whistle, and he is away quickly. So Sonny Santiago gets the point, trailing 3-2. Sanko with 1:13 of ride time. A lot of that damage inflicted back in the first period. 17-7 this year for Sanko, who utilized his red shirt last year. Showed flashes. I remember watching him at the Midlands a year ago. Tough wrestler from Rochester, New York. He was a New York State runner-up in 22, and that was at 160 pounds.
These guys are wrestling pretty hard. throughout that first period, a lot of things were happening, and they're called data points. Data points, little things that you see, how do they react? When I was in this position, what did they do? And those are things that you keep in your memory to say, the next time I'm in, he reacted this way, so therefore I need to do something else. Even though it doesn't look like it's points, it's just an accumulation of data. Good shot there by Santiago. And gets the takedown. Sweep single, finished it with 2 legs.
Santiago pinches the leg of Sanko here. Sonny Santiago with his first lead, 5-3. Cuts into the fighting time.
And Sean, you see how he has that ankle lace, but he also has that figure 4 as well. It's not figure 4 anymore. Stalling top man. And that's a point of emphasis, is if the top man is not working towards a near fall, that's when he's stalling.
Sonny Santiago will try to match the burst here. Sanko looking for that switch late. Santiago continues front headlock position. He still has control. Now Sanko gets the late escape, and that's how the second period will end. So good action at 157. Sonny Santiago, strong international offseason. He wrestled 74 kilos for Puerto Rico, won the National Freestyle Open, so he'll be traveling for 10 days later this month to compete at the Pan Am Olympic qualifier. You see the key dates for him: the ACC Championship when he returns back to the States on March 10th, the NCAAs, and then the World Olympic Last Chance qualifier, which could relate to Sonny Santiago if he cannot get the job done in Acapulco. The world converges on Istanbul, Turkey, for the big qualifier and the last chance, with all roads leading to Paris later this summer. This is going to be a good third period. Santiago leading by 1. Riding time has been wiped out with that late ride by Santiago.
Santiago's got to continue to attack like that right there. That's what he got with his last takedown in the second period. A sweep single, and he went to a double, but now a little trip action. Takedown. He's got to get his hand out. You see the craftiness of Santiago?
Just as the hand came out, Santiago said, "I'll put my feet in," simultaneously.
That's just
Sanko lifted his hand, and Santiago, yeah, you're right, he knew exactly what was going on there.
Under a minute. Riding time is not going to make a difference, but there's got to be an escape here. Good mat return. Santiago's doing just enough. He's staying busy. He's putting his head right behind the head. Sanko wrestling a smart match. Something's got to happen soon if Sanko wants to win this. That might have been the last blast right there. .2 seconds left. Sonny Santiago doesn't have to do anything crazy. Just wrestle smart.
The redshirt sophomore all the way from Downey, California. He has waited his turn patiently behind one of the best to put on a singlet in North Carolina history, and two-time national champion Austin O'Connor. He has graduated and moved on, so Santiago has found his weight. He's won 4 straight. He'll head to Acapulco after the duel next Friday night with Duke. Sonny Santiago, an 8-5 win.
It's the sweep single that he hit for both of his takedowns. And he takes his time up, keeps it high, trips, and then chases. Once again, if someone has a single, you don't want to turn your back to your